Okay, so there's been a couple setbacks today, or a couple things that have kind of altered my schedule and my flow of how I do things. First off, I did not work out this morning. I'm probably hoping I'm going to plan for working out later today, sometime in the afternoon. The reason I didn't work out this morning is because we didn't have any power, and we currently do not have power still. And the time I work out is usually around like 6:30. In the garage was where I was supposed to work out today, and it was pitch black in there because there's no light, and it's really dark in here too. So I just said, why don't I get a couple extra hours of sleep, which I did, which is still good. And then I said I'll work out later today, which I'm hoping to do. Now, because we have no power, also means that I cannot upload last episode's video just yet, and I'm just hoping that at some point today we'll be able to get the power back so that I could upload that video, because I have an obligation to do that on a daily basis. If not, I have to figure out a way, problem solve. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Might have to like hotspot on my phone to get a connection on the MacBook and then upload it. Probably will drain my entire battery on my phone, but if it needs to be done, it'll get done. And then, yeah, so if this power does not come back later tonight, I don't know how the lighting's gonna be, how I'm gonna make any of that work. But for now, I'm gonna get things started. We got the natural light coming in. That's how I like it. Minor setbacks, that's fine. Hopefully things get figured out, because this is episode 8 of The Pursuit. Let's go. Okay, so here's what's going down today. First thing I want to do is I want to kind of create a calendar, at least for May, since May is coming up, of like the day-to-day of what I hope to do in terms of like what kind of content I'm going to post, what I want to work on, or just what should be going on during that day. Now, whenever I make these calendars, it's very rough. I'm very well aware, and I work as if though things are going to change, right? I'm prepared for whatever I put on my calendar that day, that it could be completely different from what I actually do, which I think is absolutely fine, because your plan will never work out exactly how you plan it. I'm well aware of that, and I prepare for that, but I like to have a vision of what it is I'm going to do. In the short term, I try not to make super long 1, 2, 3 year calendars, but at least for the next maybe week or so, or 2 weeks, I kind of have a vision of what kind of thing I'm going to be working on or getting done for each of those days. I also want to work on my short film. I have been talking about this since the first episode, but I want to make a short film that encompasses everything I'm doing here on The Pursuit, and really promote that and share that with as many people as possible, so more people can join me on this journey. I want to work on that today. Hopefully I get to it. And then from there, it's just a bunch of smaller tasks that need to get done. If I have time, I'll jump around to do those things, like kind of like creating my production plan for the content I'm creating. How can I take my YouTube video and then flip it and turn it around to something I could post on Instagram, but then get like maybe something I said out of that and turn it into a tweet, but maybe a little clip that I can put on TikTok. So like, how can I have a flow of my content to where I can, distribute things across the different mediums of social media and all those places. For the most part, that's the main few things I want to work on today. Everything else is going to kind of be like a side task that if I have time, then I'll get to it. But a lot of those things are going to be hard to do unless the power comes back on. So, crossing my fingers for the power to come back on. But for now, I'm going to work on that calendar, because that's something that does not require the internet connection. At least for now, I could write it down on paper and then transfer it onto my virtual calendar later. That's what's going on today. Let's get to it. Okay, so I was able to get some work done, and I think now I'm gonna follow Chris and my dad, do a little fishing, just go to like the park area, maybe just relax my mind a little bit. But I'm gonna bring my phone and my AirPods, and I'm just gonna be listening to my audiobook, probably still getting that knowledge synced into my brain even while I fish. But go out, take a little break real quick, and then come back and just get back to work. But gonna just take a break. It's okay to take breaks. That's what I'm gonna do now. Sir. No luck today. That creek was really dirty and just not a great time to be fishing. Time to get back to work. Okay, so I'm kind of shifting gears a little bit as to what it is I want to do today. I know I listed and talked about a bunch of things that I wanted to get done and a bunch of things that was on my to-do list, but I'm going to kind of put those aside for now because I actually remembered something that I've really been wanting to work on for a while, which is like my thesis for this whole YouTube channel and this whole show and the whole process of what it is I'm trying to do. Like, I want to have a document or even just like something really quickly written down that kind of encompasses what it is I'm trying to display across all my social medias, what's the message I'm trying to send, and what's the ultimate goal and the vision. Now, I don't need this to be like some constitution or some mission statement that I have to stay true to forever. Like, I know things are going to change as I go along, but I want to have some sort of like vision and some sort of explanation as to what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing it and who I'm doing it for. So that's what I kind of want to shift and work on a little bit today. So that's what I'm working on now. So I was able to finish up my thesis, right? The thesis, I don't know really what to call it. Kind of like just my main idea of what it is I'm trying to do, or main ideas of what I'm trying to do. I worked on that a bit, and I'm sure I'm going to share those ideas and the messages that I put together, sometime in the future, whether it's on here or on Instagram, different places. But I was also able to kind of work on improving or planning to improve the different places where I put out content, like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok were the three main ones where I'm planning like, okay, how can I improve upon what I've already been doing and how can I add some new things to try out. And actually, I'm gonna talk about this for strictly business. Business. I want to talk a little bit about business.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
So this is probably going to be a short one. I want to keep it nice and sweet because I don't have anything really specific to talk about. It's more a general idea. What I was working on is I went on my whiteboard and I listed Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And what I did is I was writing out ways I can improve those three platforms, what I can do differently from what I have already been doing, what I can add to the things that I've been doing to make it better. And the point I'm trying to make, or what I want to share, is that I think that's an important thing to do, is even if you're getting comfortable and things are going well, like I got into a flow of making YouTube videos, I got into a flow of producing content on Instagram, TikTok not so much, but the idea is the same for all three, is that constantly recognizing and trying to realize and plan out how you can improve. What can I do better to make my YouTube videos better? What can I do to improve my Instagram content? And what can I do to get started and really get going on TikTok? So those are the things that I was reflecting on. And for anybody watching this that is on a similar path or doing anything really, it's important to ask yourself, how can you improve? What can you do better? If you're comfortable already, maybe that's a sign that you need to reflect on what you can do better, because there's always room to improve. I try to remember that. I don't like to make big changes and just, switch things up so quickly, but always looking to improve to see how things can get better. And hopefully, in the meantime, or real soon, that you guys will be able to notice on this YouTube channel and maybe even Instagram and TikTok and all those other platforms, you'll be able to notice a slight improvement in the content I'm putting out. Always be improving. That's my message. Strictly business. Excuse me. Guys, I can't lie. I'm not too sure how I feel about today. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. All the work that I did was really got me in a zone, and I was really thinking and going into some stuff very deeply. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the work today, but I don't know if I can point to one thing that I really accomplished today. I feel like I was very unfocused. Like I was very spread out with a bunch of things, which is okay at times, but I like to have something I can point to and say, okay, I got that done today. And I don't know if I have that quite. I don't think I really have that. Yeah. I can't think of something that I can point to and say, I accomplished that today. So I am a little disappointed in that, but the overall day, the day as a whole, I enjoyed it. The work was good. I think high level thinking and brainstorming and planning for things to come. So expect some new things on this show, on my Instagram, on TikTok very soon, hopefully. And yeah, I did enjoy today. I got a chance to just take a little break and go fishing. I had a chance to take a break and go fishing with my dad and Chris. We didn't catch anything. We didn't stay very long because the creek was just, it wasn't in very good condition today. But for the most part, good day. Good quality work day. But for some reason, I don't know if productive is the right word. Busy and high quality work, but I don't know what I can point to as an accomplishment. Nonetheless, it was a good day. I'm happy with today. Tomorrow's a new day to accomplish something and get something done. And with that said, this is episode 8, I think. Yeah. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'm gonna eat this swell. Can you get some more?
Nope, I'm okay. I'm gonna grab another look here.